Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Upper School Back to School Night. I'm Jennifer Fleischer. I'm the Upper School Director, and I'm thrilled you're able to join us. I know this fall has been filled with so many eventful navigations for all of us, and right now the fires are a huge worry. I hope you and your family are all safe and out of harm's way, and as always, if there's anything we can do here to add some support, let us know. In looking at our evening ahead, the next 20 minutes or so, you will hear from several adults whose work in the background often is pivotal to support us and our students. Only then will we pass you off to the main event of meeting your students, teachers, and advisor for the evening. Without further ado, we'll get started. I'll pass things off to our head of school, John Brocker.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 2020 Back to School Night for our upper school. It's great to have you all here. I hope you enjoy the evening. We have lots in store for you. I want to give a special welcome to our ninth grade families and to our new families. We're really happy you're part of the upper school. You know, one of my favorite lines of our statement of philosophy is for our students to prepare our graduates for the complexities of a changing world and confidence and character. So I've been thinking a lot about that line and how that applies to Poly as an institution, obviously how it applies to you students, and how it applies to the faculty. Because without confidence and character in times of crisis, you never really know who you are. As I look at how we've approached this year, and I think about the work that Poly has done for generations to prepare for this very moment, whether it's making sure that we're financially strong, making sure our sense of what academic excellence looks like is clear, and making sure that our community supports one another through good times and bad times. That has all played an important role in making sure that we're ready to deliver the best possible education this fall. And for our students, your resilience, your responsiveness, your help, your support, your stick-to-itiveness, as my mother used to say, has also been amazing. Of course, your intellectual talents and your generosity of spirits have made this all the better. To our faculty, who since last spring, pivoted quickly and leaned in. They showed the curiosity that drives every great teacher to keep getting better and better and better. Think about ways not only to make the material that they love and adore come alive, but to make sure that you as students are as engaged as possible. I also say a special thank you to your parents. I know this is hard and not what you've expected, and we appreciate your support and character. What's important to remember is that our mission at Poly has not changed. Our absolute commitment to excellence has not changed. Our commitment to each other is unwavering. Our aspirations to remain and continue to be one of the leading independent schools in the entire country is still there. And of course, our belief in the possibility in each of you students is as deep as it's ever been. So I hope you have a great night. Welcome back, and I hope to see you soon. And please don't forget to wear your mask when you're in public. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thanks, John. So I've been in schools for a long time, 25 years now. And Back to School Night is such an embedded institution, relatively unchanged for decades upon decades. Every fall, always on a weeknight, starting late and ending later, we ask all of our families to skip their normal evening family routines, spend time commuting to Poly, running around from classroom to classroom in the dark, inevitably ending up in at least one missed room or missed class. And then there's this fall, 2020, to shake things up. We hope tonight we're bringing you all of the good aspects of Back to School Night, getting insight into your child's daily experience, and starting the partnership we need more than ever this year between parent and teacher while remaining in the comfort of your own home. To add to that, if you miss a class, go to the wrong room, or just have a pressing work or life situation come up, you can catch the class at another time. I know there are many tough aspects of Zoom and remote learning, but also we have seen some real positives. For one, there's no more sitting in the back of the room. We all have a front row seat over Zoom. The opportunity to connect, to see facial expressions, to have parity of everyone contributing. We can be sharing our work while still looking at our audience. We can have quiet in our small group while our teachers can still go around and work with each small grouping. We all have significantly upped our tech game. Teachers and students alike have learned and are mastering new tools that we've struggled for years to get everyone up to speed in the past. We can bring speakers in without travel costs, jet lag, or delays. Already this year, with different constituents, we've had Dr. Camille Rich, Rosetta Lee, and Jen Court work with our community around topics of diversity, equity, and inclusion. In fact, at our last assembly, as Rosetta Lee carved out an hour to talk to the upper school students, she paused about 15 minutes in to see if there were any questions. She then spent the next 45 minutes answering question after question of our upper schoolers looking for advice and guidance about how to continue to push our community to be more equitable and inclusive. Had we gathered in Garland, I don't believe the floodgates would have opened in the same way. Some students are clearly finding it easier to be brave, to engage, and to ask for help. Intentional advisory space. Here's another area that the remote version has brought some silver linings. As lovely as it is to gather together in these groups in our rooms on campus, the timing and history of these gatherings has kept them revolving around food. While breaking bread with a group can be a lovely way to connect, it can also be a big distraction. When we are looking to engage in sometimes difficult conversations or to connect deeply with what our peers are saying or feeling, having the time now carved out on Wednesdays has allowed us to broaden our curriculum and accomplish more social and emotional programming than we've yet been successful with in the past. Now, don't get me wrong, we don't have all the kinks worked out. We're all on screens too much. We need to continue to work to balance Zoom time with the other tools and techniques at our disposal. Wednesday has been an important pause for balance, connection, social and emotional programming, independent and group work, and we need to continue to hone and reflect on the best way to keep our rich program and to support our students, their learning and their health. More than anything, we will continue learning and growing and bringing the best to your students we can until we are back on campus again. We'll be ready for sure. Thank you. It's now my pleasure to introduce our USPO Chair, Jennifer Tebow.
Hello, my name is Jennifer Tebow, and I'm the Upper School Parent Organization Chair. Along with my Assistant Chair, Justine Wolcott, I'd like to extend a warm welcome to all Poly parents, and especially to those of you who are new to the upper school or new to Poly. USPO is a parent-run organization, and our mission is to build community through communication and connection. And we do that by promoting an active and inclusive school community. Each grade in the upper school has a team of dedicated parent volunteers. We help with parent communication, including the weekly email that's sent each Sunday. I hope you're all reading that. We welcome new students and families to Poly and help students reconnect as the school year begins. During the year, we host parent coffees and parties and organize faculty and staff appreciation. Our senior class parents are especially busy planning fun ways to help celebrate our graduating class. This year, we are working with LSPO and MSPO to build a new parent DEI committee to add a parent lens to the school's efforts. We are leaning into community engagement and exploring ways to connect families across divisions. I encourage all of you to attend or volunteer for USPO-sponsored efforts. It is a great way to meet and really connect with other Poly parents. And trust me, you need parent allies as your children become increasingly independent. If we were all gathered in Garland Theater tonight, I would ask our incredible class parent volunteers to stand and be recognized. I'm so grateful to all of them for their flexibility, creativity, and positive attitudes in this challenging year. Although we can't be together in person, I thought you all might appreciate connecting their names and faces. When parent-to-parent questions pop up this year, please don't hesitate to reach out to your class parents or to Justine or myself. We have a lot of diversity of experience in our class parents. Some of us are alumni, some of us have had kids already graduate from Poly, Some of us have lifers, and some of us had children entering poly at middle and even at the upper school. We have been in your shoes, we have asked or are asking the same questions, and we are happy to help find the answers. And in the spring, when we put out a call for next year's volunteers, I hope you will consider joining us. Thank you. Enjoy the evening.
Hi, my name is Megan Stimler, and I'm the president of the Panther Club. The Panther Club will continue to support polyathletics and physical education and look forward to the future as more things open up and activities can resume. In the meantime, some great news. The Panther online store will be reopening next week, so please go online and buy your favorite Panther merchandise. Hope you're all safe and doing well. Take care.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Burke, and I'm co-president along with Justine Wolcott of the Global Initiatives Alliance. According to the Dalai Lama, just as ripples spread out when a single pebble is dropped into water, the actions of individuals can have far-reaching effects. Although we may feel isolated in our current environment, our global reach right now is truly great. The ripple effect is this year's theme of Poly's Global Initiatives program, which seeks to develop tools and experiences so that students can make positive connections as global citizens. Poly's Global Initiatives Alliance promotes awareness and understanding of global cultures and issues among students and the greater school community. Our members come from diverse backgrounds and experiences to support global education and opportunities at Poly. What do we do? GIA supports Poly's dynamic and engaging global education program with things such as the K-12 Global Education Program, international student exchanges, supporting an AFS student from abroad, our Global Scholars Program, our Global Partner Schools Program, and as well as hosting special events and speakers. Some of our activities include the annual fundraiser with a different global theme each year, our Global Scholars Luncheon, where we celebrate the accomplishments of our 12th grade global scholars, an AFS International Student Meet and Greet, a globally themed book club providing a chance for connection and conversation, and our monthly meetings to support Poly's Global Initiatives program. We also serve as parent open house liaisons to introduce prospective families to Poly's global curriculum and programs. Our ever popular book club has had many amazing speakers, including Kevin Kwan recently this summer, the author of Crazy Rich Asians, and also the Sex and Vanities book, as well as many other incredible speakers for a very engaging conversation. This year, Maggie and Hillary will be leading our book club, and we really are looking forward to everyone joining. So although our events have moved online, and this year offers different types of opportunities than ever before, it's a great time to build our global community. We hope that you will join our online events, including the GIA Book Club, as well as our monthly meetings and many other opportunities. If you're interested in learning more and you want to support global education at Poly, email us at gia@poly@gmail.com. That's gia@poly@gmail.com. Thank you.
Hello everyone, happy back to school night. My name is Kayhan, I'm the director of the Poly Fund. I have a few key points I want to share with you. This is a year like no other, so I want to start by sharing why we are continuing the work of the Poly Fund. The fact is, Poly's budget is being stretched unlike ever before. A few examples of this: there's been a significant increase in need for emergency financial aid ever since the pandemic, and we need to be able to support all families, and we have so far, which is amazing. All the tools and resources and technology needed to maximize distance learning, all that helps to stretch our budget. In addition to the previously existing DEI investments and initiatives, Poly's doing more than ever before on that front. All the return to campus safety items and repurposing of existing spaces, everything to make sure that we're safe when we do come back to campus, all those have expenses too. So the Poly Fund is just a big chunk of the budget and it supports all of these things. So for people who are able to give, the Poly Fund is still a critical way to support the school. This is a difficult time for many. Giving to the Poly Fund is a way for people who can donate to help uphold the student experience for all students and families within our community. And we talk a lot about community at Poly. This is a time where putting our sense of community to action is necessary like never before to support all members of our community. So the main point I'm making is for folks who are in a position to give, the Poly Fund is still such a crucial way to support Poly. And yes, participation still matters. It's been amazing to see some folks who are able to give more than before do so in this time of need. And it's also so inspiring for me to see folks give less than they gave before or less than they wanted to, but wanted to participate nonetheless and wanted to be counted. All those gifts are important. Gifts of all sizes make a difference. Our collective impact is huge. So I will also say it's also been amazing to see our amazing volunteers continue to do this work. A little over 100 people volunteered for the Poly Fund last year, so shout out to our volunteers. I think you'll be hearing about lots of ways to get involved and volunteer this year, so just letting you know the Poly Fund is another fun way to make a difference as a volunteer. So with that, please don't hesitate to contact me if you have any questions about giving, volunteering, or anything else. I'm here, so thank you.
Thank you, Kehan. Well, it's now time for the main event. Hopefully you all received an email from me yesterday afternoon that has the schedule for the rest of the evening. It should have each of the teachers' names as well as their Zoom rooms for you to attend. I would share with you tonight that our teachers are recording their sessions and will post to their My Poly pages. So if you find yourself navigating between 2 different children's or 3 different children's schedules, just go ahead and choose one of them for tonight, and you can come back and revisit the session in the days to come. Also, you may find yourself with free periods this evening. Please know that our deans and our support staff and me and a few others will be in our own Zoom rooms tonight and are happy to engage in conversation with any of you if you have the interest and the time. Again, you can find those directly from the email as well. So at this point, you can go ahead and sign out. I hope you all have a good night. Advisory starts at 7 p.m. Thank you.